2005, Shanzhong Chuanqi, Legend of the Mountain. Literally the translation of the name, but it also became a very reference cake for Chen Hao. And the reason is because it's one of the rare blends. When people started making old treaties in the late 90s to early 2000s, a lot of them were one single area, but this was a blend of 6 famous tea mountains. And it's a very, very interesting cake. If you like complex factory tea, this one is for you. And particularly in this storage. More than a tea, it's kind of like, it bites. It's, the taste is really complex. It goes everywhere. And it's kind of a cross between modern, really good old tree teas and the factory tea, which was really, really complex. Obviously, modern tea is modern boutique single estate tea is not very complex because it comes from one area, often one tree. So if you like that kind of profile, you would like this. This storage is very good. It's both more aged and also more clean than I ever had. This is a tea cake I fell in love a lot in the past. The chi is really strong. Like you drink it 2 or 3 cups and you're like, whoa. A little bit like being on a kind of a roller coaster. You kind of go back from the gravity force. That's how I feel. That's how a lot of people feel. And yeah, the taste is really, again, aggressive is a good way of putting it. It's like everywhere. And you can get really, really intense cups for it. And at the same time, the storage is super clean. There's no traditional or wet storage notes, which have been really, really common from every other cake that has been sold in Taiwan of this tea. Yeah, it's kind of delightful. It's like a bitter, strong, sweet, everywhere in the mouth, complex, punchy. Flows down the throat quite well. This is the color. So it's not like super aged. It's aged quite a lot. It's definitely rounder and softer than, a lot of other 15-year-old teas. And because it's old tree material, it still feels smoother than many factory cakes, even if they are older and look darker. In short, it's a better version of a factory cake. If you like this particularly Mengai, dark, sweet, thick kind of flavor profile, this is very good. It will age into that and better because after all, it is old tree material, so it will age quite a bit better. Already it feels, at about 20 years old, it feels smoother than a lot of 30 years old cakes. Yeah, I guess those are my thoughts on this tea. Chi, absolutely fantastic. It's you get into this quite meditative state. Very, very complex. If you're a fan of factory tea and old factory tea, this is good. And it's even better to age. Although you can definitely drink it now. You could easily drink half a cake of this right now if kind of complex factory profile is what you like. But yeah, aging a tongue of this was on my wish list for a long time. And finally, we've agreed, Chen Hao, to let us offer their storage. So their storage is much better because they know what they're doing. They're in southern Taiwan, so it ages cleanly. And then you can see from their upper, there's no wet storage whatsoever. Like there's hardly any holes. There's a tiny hole in the middle, but yeah, it looks perfect. And at the same time, it's smooth and very aged. So that's really the combination you want for a tea like this. Okay, I'm gonna have one last cup. I think this by now is infusion 6 or 7. I was drinking this and I was actually quite surprised how good it was. I hadn't tried it in a while, and I was like, whoa, what happened here? It feels older. The last version we sold was very dry stored, and so the first version we sold was kind of the wet traditional store one, and this is not only halfway, it's also better quality than both of them. Yeah, there's a pinch of astringency, but the liquor moving, splashing high in the palate, in the mouth, and going everywhere is delightful. Good. I hope you enjoyed this review.